excited to be here. Super excited to, you to take this time to speak with me, speak with Weasel. So first question, another word first. Your track name, your opening track is First Impressions. What do you want your listeners to feel when they hear the song for the first time?
Oh, that's actually a such a good question, actually. Wow. Um, First impressions to me, at least, is like the introduction into the world of pop Bible, I would say. It's kind of flirtatious, it's charismatic, but also just kind of like an extension of myself, like kind of like my personality and stuff.
I love that so much. It's always important to put a piece of yourself into your work. So I love that.
Yeah, definitely. I think like Zoe wrote that song actually fully and she like encompassed like my whole personality definitely for sure. And yeah, I mean it's I mean it was a beautiful song. So and I
I
just
love
felt
it.
like it was a great album opener. So
Absolutely. I mean, it's called First Impressions. I feel like the titling was perfect too. I'm excited to, hear that there for you too.
yeah,
Now,
no.
do
I'm
you
excited
think?
too.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm cutting you off,
No,
girl.
you're fine. Oh my God, girl, I love you so much. So you got quite a few tracks on the album. How do the themes of your, individual tracks connect to create a cohesive like narrative or story throughout the album?
I don't necessarily, I wouldn't say that the songs are 100% like cohesive. I think they all have different kind of inspirations of pop that I
Okay.
grew up listening to. Um, Basically, like my whole inspiration of Pop Bible is like I took inspirations from like artists from when I was younger, growing up, and kind of like taking those inspirations and also building my own Pop Bible, such as like I mean like I'm sure everyone remembers like when like Lady Gaga first came out or like Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, like
Oh my
those
gosh,
are like
yes.
literally pop bibles right there. So I've taken inspiration from a lot of like female pop artists that I've just looked up to a lot. I mean, First Impressions is literally inspired off of Rock With You by Janet Jackson and um Kylie Minogue's like also kind of vibe, and then like I mean, obviously, like with my release songs, like Pleasure, that's Nelly Furtado. Italian Hips is very Britney esque. So yeah, I took inspiration from a lot of like pop girls that I grew up listening to and made, I guess, like my own pop Bible. So
I love that. And inspiration from the great pop artists is, I feel like continues to breed more greatness with music. And honestly, I'll be real. It's definitely giving like Teenage Dream. Like I could absolutely see that this being a new Katy Perry era for you. Like you're the new age, if that makes sense, the younger
yeah,
version per
no,
se. I love
thank
it.
you.
Absolutely. Now, are there any specific songs from the album that you're, particular? I can't talk today. Goodness. Are you excited to perform any specific songs live or any songs you're maybe
Um,
nervous to perform or just excited in general?
well, I'm excited in general to perform the whole entire thing. Me and my backup dancers who have worked tirelessly, working so hard on this, and I hope we put on a good performance for y'all. So I'm excited to perform the whole thing. I will say there is one song in particular. It's my next single. It's Gunner. Um, we are debuting the music video here during the event. So there's that,
Ooh.
and then that choreography is a little bit intense during that time as well. So but me and Eden's been have been practicing the song, and we're just excited to see how it goes and everything.
Awesome. I love that so much. Okay. Oh, great. With your, music video coming out, I love that you're releasing it tonight too. I feel like that's just so slay. Are there any, future aspirations, any future music videos coming out, things that you're gonna, drop here coming soon or?
Um, well, I mean, other than my music video, I have maybe a couple things up my sleeve for the era. I think I'm at the beginning stages of potentially doing a deluxe version of it.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
but I mean, it would only be like between 2 to 4 more extra songs for it. But I mean, I don't want to like add songs just to add songs. Like I want them to also feel pop Bible, you know? So
Right, absolutely. Any new themes or styles you think you might add on to kinda switch it up or still kinda, you know
Um, I have some ideas for my next era to switch up that, but I don't want to like ruin the world of Pop Bible. I feel like it's very colorful, but like it's also like on the outside. I mean, I'm sure if you've met me, like I'm a very like I feel like I'm kind of like a little like colder looking and stuff like that. So like that's like what the cover kind of represents is like my colder outside, and then the songs on the inside are very colorful and um like kind of like in like kind of sides of me that people like eventually get to know me, but not when you first meet me, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense, absolutely. Well, I love that you put so much of yourself into it. Feels like you put a lot of your, emotions into it too. Is there a specific song that makes you the most emotional or, a song that you feel like you capture the most emotion on?
Yeah, definitely Unrequited Love would probably be one of the most emotional songs on there. Um yeah, and also like the album closer, Like You, I would say. Those two are pretty like emotional, and I've co-written both of those songs. So
I love that. I love that. How do you feel your fans will react to the evolution in your, new sounds or not new sounds, but the different songs and just the different inspirations?
Well, I hope they like it. I mean, personally, I feel
I
like
think they
eight
will.
tracks is like so short for an album, but I wanted to make sure every single track was like good. So my goal, I guess, is like everyone to have kind of a different favorite song. And it was really hard, honestly, to pick the singles for this album because I feel like they're all hits.
Honestly, I wouldn't sell yourself short. I feel like 8 for 8.
Right.
Hello, duh, first of all. But you definitely pour yourself into each song. Don't sell yourself short just for releasing 8 songs. Like, that's a lot of work and dedication. Look at this
Yeah,
place. Look at
definitely.
everything. So, I feel like it is going to be an absolute hit. I feel like your fans will absolutely love it. Anything, during the creative process of this that with making this project, is there anything you've added to your creative process that you think you might want to try in the future or something you're interested in? Might outside of Pop Bible, but I'm just curious.
I definitely I want to go into more of an experimental route and like kind of push
Oh,
myself into some different genres that I might not be so comfortable in and try to like push the boundaries.
I love it. I love it so much. Well, I'm super excited to see what the future brings. One last question, a pretty deep one. In
Okay.
what ways do you feel your album represents your growth as an artist compared to your previous work or just where you were initially? I know you mentioned being at Triad, from the beginning.
Yeah. Um I mean, I think this like album is like I mean, I think if you can ask like even Eden or Jenny, this album has had many, many, many different faces, and lots of even different sounds. I've been working on this album for 2 years, and only
Oh,
like one of
wow.
the songs survived during that 2 year process. So, um, yeah, like it's the whole process of making the album was a journey through my artistic growth and figuring out what sounds good with me and what doesn't work, what does work, and um, also of collaborating with people. I feel like a lot of people give people shit if like you aren't the full sole writer of a song, but I think collaborating on music is honestly like one of the best ways to make music. And I love being able to like I'm so thankful that I've been able to work with Ariana Garcia and Zoe B um as my main writers on this album. And then I also have had help in other parts of the song. I think Italian Hips also was co-written by Indigo Sky. So I'm definitely like very, very, very thankful for the friends and the journey that I've had. I think I've grown as an artist. I mean, I just wish you could see me even like a year and a half ago. Um, so I think I've grown so much, and I'm very proud of what I've come out with.
I love that so much. I'm proud of you for one. For
Oh, thank
2,
you.
imagine yourself a year from now and looking back on yourself and saying, "Wow, I'm so proud of me now. I was just a baby then." And even not saying you're a baby now, but I just overall, I'm saying that because you are gonna grow so much more, and I'm so excited for
Thank
you to
you.
just experience it. And I appreciate your time, talking with us, just very curious on, how you're feeling about the album and everything, and I'm so excited to see the music video. Oh my gosh, I did not know about that.
Yeah, it'll be like a little I guess like surprise before it officially releases at midnight for everyone.